Girl's face is laid. Guys, just guys, her face is laid, well laid, but I'm not feeling this hair tie. But let's go get this job. Guys, interview is finished. For real, there's no small interview. Those girls wanted to fry me with questions. I didn't think it was going to be this hard. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Welcome in. I think I'm losing weight already. See, it's beginning to show here, but I am. Just for the record, I've lost about 10 kilos since the last time we spoke and still losing some weight. But today, guys, I just wanted to share some updates with you. I'm preparing for an interview. I've applied for several positions, so let me just sit down here and let's do some kind of a little catch up on what's been going on. So you guys know we moved here. This is almost 3 months after, and I've been really feeling down. And the reason is because I started applying for jobs since before I got to Canada, and I got an interview. I don't know if I told you guys about that. I got an interview that didn't turn out well. I did my best at the interview. I prepared so well for that interview, and I did my best, and I didn't get the job. I did my best. I got so much positive feedback from the interviewing committee, and they said we'll get back to you in a week. And I waited, and it didn't. I decided to reach out after 2 weeks, and they were like, "Oh, sorry," those kinds of things. But also, I mean, it could be me. Not the fact that I didn't get hired for the role. It could be me. I don't really think it was me, because I really did my best, and I have all what was stated on the role, like the job role, everything, including being bilingual, like everything, health and safety. Like I knew everything is what I've been working with, and I gave it my best shot. I even have from one of my previous companies, my boss at the time. I worked in a cement factory, so my boss at the time lives in Quebec, and this role required that I should visit Quebec occasionally and check the factory there. So I called my boss. I mean, we really went through it, but I didn't get taken, and that really broke my spirit because I had over-invested in it, and I was very sure that I was going to get the role. Moving forward, I took about a week to just grieve that, and then right after got into applying again. So this is a season where, I mean, this has been a trying season for me. This has been a season of being scared, like you're dipping into your savings and going deep, and the job is not coming as soon as you thought it would come, and it's just been a lot going on in my mind. And also my husband went back to Sweden for a while before. I mean, I'm sure you all know that story, but it's been hard, just really wanting to find work and not finding it, having the strength to work and not finding it. But I also know that God knows me so well, and before we came here, I'd gotten out of a job, and I just wanted to rest because the job was so stressful and toxic, and I really wanted to rest and really wanted to just feel regenerated, feel like myself again, have the same confidence I've always had, just be me. And I also just feel like this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity for me to just rest and to prepare for what God has ahead of me. I'm really worried, but one thing that I know my name, is the fact that God has never failed me. Like, I could be in the middle of a very messy situation, whatever it looks like, especially when it comes to jobs and provision. Like, God has never ever failed. Like, I could be in the most odd situation and not even knowing where my next help will come from, but the Lord always shows up. So I'm in a place where I'm just hopeful. I'm just hopeful. It's been hard. There's days when I'm woken up like I want to really go to church, but I feel down, but I just push. I was like, Father, I'm going to go in your presence today and just worship with everyone else, and then come home feeling a little bit better. So it's just been that season of, oh my God, I'm trusting for all of this. I've not seen it, but and I'm discouraged, but I will push myself every day, because I know that as much as I've not seen everything that I'm asking the Lord for, there's a lot more that I have prayed for and that I'm living in right now. So I'm like, he sees, he knows. How about that? So today, and this is my lingerie or my nightwear, whatever. I just put it on my hair. I'm gonna wash it after this, but I'm preparing for an interview. So apart from applying for roles in my career, I started just applying for roles generally. I started applying for sales associate roles, and I have, apart from applying online, I applied online and I wasn't getting calls. So I printed about 30 copies of my CV. I took to Western Mountain Mall, went into shops, met people like the sales associates, met some hiring managers, and I spoke to them. I'm not going to call the name of the company, but it's a luxury brand. And so the day I went, the sales associate was just like, please talk to my manager. I think it would be better if you meet her. And I was like, okay, thanks, girl. And then I went and spoke with her, and she was like, fine. She took my CV and then she said she was going to call me back for an interview. So I have an interview around 2 o'clock today, but this is like 10:30, and I'm already getting ready because I can't be late, and I want to be there like 30 minutes. I want to be at the mall 1 hour before the time. I'll just hang out, sit around those benches there, relax my head, and then when it's 15 minutes or 20 minutes to the time that the interview is scheduled, I just walk right into the shop. So that's the plan. What else do I want to tell you guys? All right, I wanted to say that it's been a season of like, I wouldn't say darkness, but just trusting and not seeing the things that I'm trusting for, right? And then at the same time, it's been a cold season. But like I said, one thing I have not stopped doing is showing up in Zion, showing up on the mountain, like praying. Like I feel down, I feel discouraged. I wake up, there's prophetic prayer hour in the morning with Reverend Sam Oye. I'm praying. If I can join NSPPD, which is just after that, I can. On days when I can't, it's still fine. Just at least trying to pray for 1 hour on my prayer platforms, having my own personal prayer and worship time. Going to church on Sundays. Some days I'm really discouraged, but I'll just wake up and be like, you know what? I'm gonna wear my headphones. I'm gonna just walk around in this house and just release a word, just speak a word, just pray, because prayers are never wasted, And I'm not seeing it right now. You can feel really stressed when you're doing all that you have to, and the job is not coming. But like I said, I know that I have God. I have this interview, I have another interview coming in to work at the airport in a role that is even better than a sales associate role, but I'm not going to give so much. I'm not going to go into those details, and I'm not going to post this video until like most of these things have materialized, because that's just what I believe. And I have that role, and I have another role coming up. The third role coming up is for a non-profit, and it's my dream job. It's my dream job, and that job, if I get the job, it will have to take me to the capital of the country to work there. I'm just in a state of, but this is I haven't had any of these opportunities yet, but this is just me in a place of like, one day it looks dry, it looks like a desert, the next, and apart from looking dry and looking like a desert, I'm like getting a lot of sorry, unfortunately kind of emails. Sorry, unfortunately, even on weekends. Sorry, unfortunately, and I'm like, what the heck? And that can really affect you, especially if you're like a well-seasoned professional, right? And I'm like, Lord, you have to show up. But then I've also tried to keep my cool. When you walk with the Lord, like He builds your faith, He builds your trust. I've come to a place where I know that I will not beg for bread, I will not go broke because my Father owns the cattle above the hills. Like, I've just come to a place of just surrender and knowing that God is there, He sees, He knows, He'll provide for me. I'm doing my own part of working hard, preparing, and so on and so on and so forth. So from a place of just not knowing where the next answer will come from, to just waking up one day and getting an email about this job to work at the airport, and just going to, they said like, well, we want to move to the next step, please fill these forms, fill this information. I did. About a week after, or a couple of days later, they have sent another email saying, oh, we want to move you to another step, you have to take a test. And so yesterday I just did the practice test, and tomorrow I'll do the actual test. I wanted to say wish me luck, but you'll be seeing this video after I've done that test. And then I have another test next week. In a week I have another test for the dream job that I told you. So another thing I wanted to say is, like, I know I haven't gotten these roles yet. This is like 1, 2, 3 pending roles, and I've gotten other emails recently. I mean, like, just one thing I want to say is, as much as you're hitting the rock, even if you're hitting the rock and you're not seeing water, just don't stop. Just don't stop. Like, just don't stop hitting the rock. Just don't stop applying. Just don't stop praying. Because why, like Sister Mercy Chinwo said, while I was worried and couldn't sleep, he was working behind the scenes. You know, Tobe Chukwu, he has done it for me. Why I feel like why I'm worried and can't sleep, like Father God is working behind the scenes. And this is just like, this is so, when I saw the email from this non-profit that said, and this is my dream job, I was so shocked. Now I started applying this role. Mind you, we got our permanent residency approved in November of 2023, and we only moved to Canada in June. We were on jobs, we were in school, we had a lot of things to do, and my husband has gone back to like do the little finishing touches before he moves here finally. So I started applying for jobs around February, March. This role that I'm telling you about, that it's my dream job, I applied for it between March and April, because I saw, when I went back to the portal, I saw that the latest day to apply for the job was April 19th, if I'm not mistaken. So it means I had applied for this job a long time ago, even before I, defended my second master's, just around the time when I was preparing to defend my thesis. Now, when I got here, a couple of experts looked at my CV and they were like, oh no, I had googled what a Canadian CV looked like, and I tried to develop one. But when I got here, I spoke with experts, I got registered at the newcomer center, and they have really helped to like rebuild my curriculum vitae. And at some point I was feeling like, okay, it kind of feels like all the applications I've been sending out since that time until now are wasted. It's like a waste, because I didn't have the appropriate resume. I'll say resume, not CV. I look a little bit ashy. I'm just from the shower. This is how I look when I wake up in the morning without makeup. So you have the luxury, or you have the favor of seeing that. But let's move forward. So I was just applying, but then when they had redone my CV and I saw the new one, I was like, oh my God, I feel like that's all been energy wasted and stuff. But then I still trusted the Lord, and I know, and then one thing I've been praying is like, Father, I know that I'm very competent, but then I didn't want to rely on my competence. I was like, Father, give me a job, a big job. Let it not be about my competence, let it not be about my abilities, even though I have these abilities. It's not like not being prepared and expecting God to send you to, even though God will do that sometimes, but I just wanted to, I know that I'm prepared, I know what I can handle. But also I was like, Father, let it not be about my competencies, let it not be about my degrees, let it just be about the favor of the Lord. And it will shock you that this job that I did with the CV that is not like up to the standard that some people think, and so on and so forth and so on and so forth, it's on that job that I got called. I've been selected or pre-selected, and they've sent me an email to choose a day to take my test, and I've chosen, and I'm waiting to take the test. So all the other ones that have been so prepared, did the CVs like top notch and stuff, most of them have still gotten rejections. But there's my dream job that I don't feel like I did everything perfectly, like a la lettre. I don't feel like I did everything perfectly, and the Lord has still made a way. This is a major organization. Like, I wouldn't even go into the details because that's something I want to keep personal. But when I say this is my dream job, it means that all my life I have worked so hard and fought so hard to be in a place like this. Not a place like this as in Canada, but a place career-wise like this. So if this job happens, this is going to be like not only break the bank kind of job, but I wouldn't say break the bank. Probably that's the highest amount of money I've ever been paid. But apart from the money, it's going to be like the job security, the fact that I get to work maybe 35, 37 hours a week, which is super. The fact that I probably have a couple of days to work from home. The fact that in places, when you work in a place like this, you're paid fairly, in profits, or when you're working with companies like I have been for most of my life, and I'm exhausted. But when you're working with major companies, it's the business. It's like money oriented, goal oriented. Sometimes you're overstressed, overworked. You have burnout because of how much you have to do. But if you work with such an organization like the one I'm telling you about, you have less stress. You are paid fairly, which means that you do the amount of work that is required of you as a human being to do on a daily basis. And just the number of hours that they work in a week already tells you. It's not like you're lazy. You hold a very pivotal role in the country, or pivotal role in the doings, or in the running of the country, whatever. I don't know how to put that exactly, but then you're doing your job excellently well, but you're doing your job with excellently and effectively, because you are also not overstressed. You also don't have burnout. If you know me, you know that I'm a serious fellow. Like, I don't joke about my jobs. I am hardworking. The people that know me know me. People that know me, and that will be very objective to tell you, will tell you. And so if this happens, I'm going there like the king's kid. Father says that we should serve our bosses. The Bible says that we should serve our bosses, like we should serve our masters like unto the Lord. Like, service on your job should be like unto the Lord. So I'm not even going there to joke. I'm going there to carry this Christian girl character and put it there and do my absolute best. And even before I get there, if there are little skills that I think I will need that I've not had now, I'm going to grab those skills. Udemy works for that. Other platform works for that. And by the way, this is not an advert. This is not a paid advert. So just to say that it's been a season of being stressed, because I got here and didn't get like the jobs I was expecting to get. Being so stressed, feeling discouraged, getting a lot of rejection emails. But also it's been a season where, like Sister Do says, I'm feeling stressed, but guys, sorry about that interruption. The Oga that paid my bride price was calling me, so it just automatically interrupted the video. But like I was saying, it's been a season of like, I had a lot of, I'll get a good job within 1 month, let me get there. But that's not being the real reality, girl. But that doesn't mean that I would trade this opportunity that I have to be here as a permanent resident for anything in the world right now. I wouldn't trade it for anything. I'm so blessed to have this, and I know that even if 1-2 months after arriving I haven't seen the fruit, I know that the Lord that brought me here will put me in places that only Him could put me in. So I'm just like, fingers crossed, waiting, trusting, praying. And today I've got an interview for a sales associate with a luxury brand, like I told you guys. I won't put out those details here. I have some customer service experience that that has trained me and has made me I'm well equipped for the role. But I would just it's not my dream job, but how about I need to start doing something to pay my bills, girl. And if I get it, I'm so happy, so content, so blessed. I go and do it with all my heart and pouring my heart on that job while preparing for the 2 other interviews that kind of look like something I would be happy to do. So whatever happens, I'm going to come on this platform and I'm going to give you guys the whole gist. I pray those other interviews work out. If it doesn't work out, guess what? I'll cross my legs. I'll say, Father, you are the King on the throne, and you will prepare a table for me, and you would open gates and doors for me, that you will put a red carpet for me in places to walk on, because I'm the princess of the Most High. So regardless of what happens, I pray that my love will not go cold. My love should not even go cold for this, because I've seen God come through for me in situations and in circumstances, But just to say, I'm just sharing this with you guys, and just to say, this is how the Canada thing is going. It's not been a bed of roses. It's not been like that. But it's just been 3 months. But also, it's a different strategy from Europe, where I'm coming from. Sweden is very, very it's a very techy country, so I don't even think that people take applications most times. Like, you can walk in and give applications. Well, I don't know, because most of the jobs you need Swedish, and I don't speak Swedish like that, so I didn't even go into places to look for jobs. And I don't really see, that country has its own wahalasha. We'll talk about it some other time. I don't really see people like me really working in shops there, you know, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so I didn't walk in and give applications. So here I've realized that, oh, you have to really network, you have to talk to people, you have to go out, drop your resume in places. I'm like, oh, okay, in Sweden we'll only do, like, most times people will not take it. They will just tell you to go and send it online. But here people are taking, oh yeah, I'll give to my manager. Yeah, my manager is here, I do and talk to. So it's a little bit of a different situation. But guys, I'm just gonna wear a little makeup. If you can see me, I am wearing black, and I'm trying to just look like, this is my lingerie. I'm gonna take it off. I just used it to lay my head because I didn't have a scarf right now, and I'm gonna wash it after this. But then I'm trying to just look a little bit professional, a little bit dark colors, kind of sales girl kind of thing. Girl, this is gonna be a new experience, and I'm excited for it. But then I have others coming up that are like my dream kind of things, and I'm looking forward to that as well. So stay tuned, guys. So stay tuned, and I'm going to let you know what happens with my life in this Canada. And keep trusting God. I don't know what you're trusting God for, but keep trusting God. He will do it for you just like He will do it for me. Until next time, let's go do a little makeup slay, and I'm gonna come here and show you guys what my face looks like and what my outfit looks like, and then we're gonna leave. So see you in a bit. Girl's face is slayed, guys. Guys, my face is laid, well laid, but I'm not feeling this hair tie. But let's go get this job. I'll keep you updated. Bye, guys. Interview is finished, for real. There's no small interview. Those girls wanted to fry me with questions. I didn't think it was going to be this hard, but it went well. Waiting for feedback again within a week. Let's see what happens. Thanks for tuning in, thanks for following, really appreciate your time. If you're new here, thanks for tuning in. If you're a returning subscriber, I love you so much, thanks for coming back. If you have not subscribed, please click on the like button, turn on your notification bell, and subscribe to the channel. We're a growing community here, okay? Thanks guys for stopping by. If you can hear from my voice, I am so tired. I just want to eat and rest. But bye.